Hey guys, so this is day one of my video diary, sort of documenting the road to the New England Championships for arm wrestling here in New England. Um, so I'm Dave Sullivan, and I got into arm wrestling back in March. Um, I've been I've done and tried a lot of things, a lot of physical things over the years. Um, got into boxing, at a pretty young age, which I now coach. I now coach boxing and Muay Thai. That's how I make a living. I got into. I tried and failed. I tried pro wrestling, and that was the hardest thing I've ever done in my life. So, some of you people out there that think it's silly and it's stupid, those athletes, those those pro wrestlers, those men and women that do that that sport. It really is. It's sports entertainment. Or what I mean, you got to be in some kind of shape, and you got to be a special kind of person to do it. I just couldn't. I couldn't hack it. I just couldn't hack it. It was one of the hardest things I've ever done in my life. Um, I was a strongman competitor for a while, and just that was one of my favorite things that I've ever done. I really, when I get into something, I give 100%, and I really try my best. I'm a really good student. I learn quick, and I'm sort of a renaissance man. I've gotten into all sorts of other bizarre things. Like I studied for years to be a magician, so I can do like magic tricks and stuff. Filmmaking is probably my whole life. I just love filmmaking. It really completes me. It's my favorite thing. If I died tomorrow, it wasn't a wasted life. I've done so much, and I'm really proud of it. I met so many cool people, learned from a lot of really great people, and I might ping pong back and forth between some things, but I'm just sort of telling people a little bit about myself. Those of you that do watch the video or the videos and are interested in what I'm doing, I'm hoping I'm doing this video for a lot of reasons. It's funny because I hate podcasts, and I'm not really into too many video diaries, things like that. Like I'm not interested in what people have to say. But this might inspire somebody to, like me. Like I'm 43. My body's been through absolute hell. I've done things, just so much that I've just destroyed myself, and I refuse to give up. I'm always going to find something to do, and I was so fortunate to find the Arsenal of Arms arm wrestling team here in Boston. That's run by Josh Grant. Josh is a world class arm wrestler with lots of titles, and has competed all over the world. It's incredible. He's not the only one. There's guys like Mike Shalhoub and Rob and Norm Devio, who's 80 years old, and just like the amount of stuff these guys have won and done in arm wrestling is absolutely incredible. I'm surrounded by some legends, and again, I was really fortunate in everything I've ever done to be taught by someone that's pretty legendary. So what got me into the arm wrestling? Well, as a little kid, I loved watching the old strongman, World's Strongest Man, the old ones. I loved anything that was like bodybuilding and just all the little the stuff the weird things that no one is into, like volleyball and tennis, like sports that you don't like. When you're a city kid, everything is the four sports. It's like hockey, baseball, football, basketball, and I always loved all the weird sports that nobody was doing, especially here in Somerville, Mass. So, of course, I would come across arm wrestling. Just lucky enough to catch it, whether it was like CBS Sports or like ESPN, or wherever you would find, just you'd come across arm wrestling. So it was great. Here I was a little kid and would just watch it and stayed watching it, through the years and stuff like that. I didn't keep track of a lot of the names. I mean, I could name you a dozen great arm wrestlers through history, but that's just from learning as I went. And then the movie came out, and everyone knows what movie I'm talking about. That's Over the Top with Sylvester Stallone. Something about Stallone and his films make people do things. Like I know boxing, like I know boxing memberships. Like I know that after he made those Rocky movies, every jackass thought that they could box, and chances are some of them became world champs. And I think he did the same with arm wrestling. It was a great way to push that sport. I mean, I love this sport. I just love it. It's so cool. And what's really cool about the team with Josh and the Arsenal Bombs team is it's super technical. A lot of people they don't realize that about arm wrestling. They think it's just two guys, just grip up, and then it's just a lot of this. But the technical part of it is what I find the most interesting. Being a Muay Thai and boxing coach, I have always been a technique-driven coach. Everything is the details. Everything is those small little nuances, those little techniques that I think when you put them together create, the big bang. You know what I mean? So like if you're, for example, just throwing a punch or throwing a kick, there's all these little things that you have to learn that when you put them together create that move. And arm wrestling is a lot like that. So here I am. I'm 43 years old. I'm completely destroyed. My body is fighting against me every day. I have I don't think I have any cartilage or whatsoever in the shoulder anymore. It hurts every day just on its own. This one's not that great. I got a really bad knee. The other knee's not too good. You would never know this though. I as bad as I've destroyed myself, I've taken care of myself on other ends. So, and part of it too is just not giving a shit. I just don't care. I'm gonna do what I want to do, how I want to do it, and that's it. Am I being more cautious these days? Yes, I am, because I threw my back out on 2 weeks ago, and I've never had a back injury in my life. So I went to the chiropractor today for the first time, and I think I made the right move. My back was something with my sciatic or something like that. It was just, my body just said no, like just too much. How did I find arm wrestling? I Googled arm wrestling Boston. Arm wrestling in Boston, and it came right up. So here I was, sitting on my ass, getting fat, not doing anything, out of shape. Still had a really nice, strong foundation from the old days when I used to lift in the gym, but I can't lift recreationally. I don't like it. Like, I think you need a reason to be in the gym. Some people can do the recreational lifting. I think it's really good for your mental health and just overall health, and just, it's good for a lot of things. It's just good for a lot of things. And some people, they just really love it. They just like doing it. It's a great hobby. But I need a reason to do it, so... my first day at Arsenal of Arms, I'm down this dead end street in Alston, over by Ringer Park, and I see this random dude walk down a driveway, and I go, "Hey, are you an arm wrestler?" And he goes, "Yeah." And I go, "All right, it's my first day." And he says, "Well, follow me." And it ended up being Brandon Vaccaro. So. Brandon was really cool. He kind of showed me the ropes a little bit when I got down there. And I go down into this basement of this guy Josh's house, and there was there's about 4 arm wrestling tables, chalk, and a bunch of people just geeking out, on arm wrestling and being silly and fun, and just sort of, it was awesome. I was so nervous that it was going to be this just group of meatheads or something like that. And I was like, oh man, I'm trying to fucking do this, but I don't want to be down there with people I don't want to train with. And, You know, I don't want to. I'm too old to suck it up. I just, you know, when people act up, I just get the fuck away from them. I can't be in it. I can't do it. I don't have patience anymore. And I got down there and I met the greatest, coolest group of people that I've met in a long time. And I could sit there and name them all, but you guys know who you are. If you're an Arsenal Arms teammate, then enough said. And then, but I will drop some names. You know, people were so free to just give me their time and show me a few things. Chris Balboni, Aiden, Mike Shaloub, and Rob, and JJ, you know, Brandon, of course, Josh. It's really cool. Kathy, you know, everyone is helping sort of mold me in a way because I take a little bit of something from everybody. You know, it's really, you know, arm wrestling does have styles. Arm wrestling, it has a lot of personality. It's what kind of a puller are you? And there's so many different techniques on how to do it. And when you watch the pros, you see the same thing. It's just like any other sport. You take it and you make it your own thing. You know, when I teach Muay Thai, I always tell people there's Muay Thai and then there's your Muay Thai. How do you want to do it? How does it feel to you? If it's working, then it's working. If it's not working, we have to make some changes. So right now, I'm just trying to figure out my identity in this sport. Guys liked that my hands were, you know, big, but I don't have a great grip. Everyone's like, yeah, but you said you used to do strongman. I was like, well, at the time I had a good grip. You know, I think I might have lost it over the years because I wasn't doing anything. And I'm a strong guy, you know, I'm a big guy. So I was 315 pounds in March, and I'm down to 280. And that is because I made a serious life change, and I cut out all this sugar. I cut out sugar completely. My carbohydrates are down to a absolute minimum. I'm still trying to figure out how to, you know, carefully eat them, you know, because you need them. You need it, and also take in some sugar. It's like it's been like a religious awakening. I can't believe how much junk ran my life. You know, I can't believe it. The diet really is. You know, if you've never seen the Shawshank Redemption, there's a scene towards the end of the movie where he crawls out of the sewer pipe into this, you know, little ravine. And he's just tearing off his prison clothes and looking up at the sky. And that's what it felt like. Here, and I got a gym membership immediately. And I got on that exercise bike and I just started pedaling away. 30 minutes, I just would get on it and just shut down and just 30 minutes a day. And the weight started to come off. The muscle started to pack on. The strength started to build, pulling every Sunday with the gang. Oh my God. Now, on top of that, I'm discovering pain that I've never experienced before, pain that I wouldn't wish upon anybody. My arms currently right now, and I just pulled for the first time in 3 weeks. I took some time off. Feel like a steamroller or a tank is slowly driving over my arm. And I'm talking about my arm from my shoulder to my fingertips. So my biceps, my triceps, and my shoulders are just absolutely destroyed right now. I'm like cringing and I can't sleep. And I'm putting ice all over myself. I threw my back out 2 Sundays ago like a fucking idiot. Like, you know, he was supposed to get this hurricane, and I was bored, so I'm doing like these curls on my porch and passed the dumbbell across my body and bent over and pulled my back out. So again, my delinquent brain doesn't, you know, forgets that I'm 43 and forgets that I have put my body through hell with all these ridiculous, you know, sporting, you know, sports, the strongman, the you know, the pro wrestling, the Muay Thai, the boxing. It's really added up, and my body is starting to say no. So as destroyed as I am, I still over the years have done a good job at staying in the game, and that's by just pushing through and just not, believe it or not, it's going to sound really like I'm a lughead, but just not giving a shit. I just stopped caring about pain, and I stopped caring about all this stuff. I mean, the pain's there, and I recognize it. I mean, the gang can tell you. 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago, I pulled probably just for 10 minutes, and my something happened in my arm where I really just wanted to cry. And then Brandon convinced me to take time off. He says, "When was the last time you took a break? You know, you pull every Sunday. You gotta relax. You gotta relax." So I took some time off, and when I came back this past Sunday, I pulled for much longer, almost like 2 hours, like an hour and a half, and I never pull for that long. Not straight, but like, you know, I usually pull 2 or 3 people and then I call it a day. Like, I just really I'm funny about it. But I just felt so strong and so much better, and now I'm paying for it. Now, I mean, the pain is always going to be there. It's just all about levels now. You know, like, you know, the stronger I get, the more I'm going to be able to push. The more I'm able to push, I'm going to hit the pain. You know, it's just a matter of getting through it and getting used to it. So the pain's never going to not be there. It's just a matter of how long it takes to get there, or what is it going to take to get there. And what's good is I'm part of a really tough, strong team. Everyone gives me the best work they can give me. They push me really hard, and I do the same for them. I'm a great student. I'm a great teammate. Like, I don't go in there expecting to win every match against a teammate. I don't expect to win at all. So when I win one, it's a small victory for me because at least it's showing progress. But I'm not out there to beat my teammates. Do I want to best them a little bit here and there? Well, yeah. I mean, we're all trying to do that. I mean, that's the whole point of it. You know, that's how we show progress. You know what I mean? It's some days it's not your day, and some days it is. You know what I mean? I've had more shit days than I've had good days training, but those shit days, when I say shit days, I don't mean like I was pissed off and didn't enjoy myself. I just, you know, it's just, you got to really get your ass whooped in the beginning of a lot of things before you get good at it. And I love it. I love going into practice and getting destroyed by my teammates, because it's just helping me get better. And what's cool is that they're telling me how they're beating me and telling me what I can do to stop it. So there's no secrets in this universe. There's no secrets in this sport. It's just, you know, it's just a matter of execution and sticking it out. And, you know, I'm in this for the long haul. I think, so the New England Championships is coming up October 30th. I'm training really hard. I'm going to a chiropractor for my back that hopefully will be okay. I mean, I did pull on Sunday and it felt all right. But, you know, again, I'm having some issues. You know, right now it hurts to lift. I can't lift my arm. My shoulder's killing me. I feel like the kid from A Christmas Story. I was like, I can't put my arms up. Instead of him, he couldn't put his arms down. Usually it's this shoulder that bothers me. Now it's this one. So I really got to learn how to take care of myself a little bit better if I'm going to last. And I do. I want to last in this sport. You know, one of my teammates, Lubo, said, you know, you want to last. You know, if you want to enjoy, you know, if you really want to be an arm wrestler and you want to make the best of it, then train smart. Don't kill you. You know, think long term. Think, you know, that's any sport. You know, one of my favorite athletes, is Ricky Henderson. You know, he ran over 1,000 yards two years in a row in high school, and his mom convinced him to play baseball because he could play longer and probably get paid more. And so he did what his mother told him, and he was right. He played for like 20 years. You know, and he's a legend. If you know how to take care of yourself, you'll make it. I feel bad. I really regret not taking care of myself better in the past. You know, I'm really a broken down machine, but I'm a strong machine still. You know, it's like when you see those old 57 Chevys that look like they're all, you know, rusted and decrepit and all that stuff. as bad as it looks, it's still a pretty strong machine. It just needs a little bit of a tune-up. So now that's what I'm getting into. I'm getting into trying to kind of recoup, get my body where I need to get it. I might need to get some surgery on this shoulder, but that's not going to be until after this tournament, and that's going to sideline me for a little bit, but it's okay. The best thing that I taught myself too was not to put deadlines on stuff, especially things you love to do. There's no deadlines on dreams. There's no deadlines on your passions. Just be patient and let them take care of themselves. Let it happen organically. If guys like Norm Devio are still arm wrestling at 80 years old, well, that's it. There it is. There's a masters division in the sport for a reason, and I'm hoping to do really well. I'm hoping to do this for as long as I can. This is sort of my last shot at something amazing, and I'm going for it. I know this is a lengthy, long video. If you didn't watch it, or if you tuned out by now, or something like that, or I get it. Again, I don't watch too many other people's shit. I don't expect anyone to watch mine. But I really want to just thank all the arm wrestlers, pro and amateur, that have been doing this for years prior to me, because I am driving on the highway that you guys paved. And again, thanks to Josh for starting the team and being a good coach and giving us a place to train. So yeah, I'm going to be in the chiropractor twice a week to fix this back thing. Hopefully they have me nice and fixed up by the New England Championships. Hopefully this pain goes away. I'm doing my best. My arms are killing me from Sunday, killing me. But I'm pushing through. I'm really trying my best. I'm probably gonna ice them up in a couple minutes. But I'm seeking therapy now. I'm seeking therapy, for my body, and trying to get this body, ready to kick some ass. I'm really excited. Can't wait to do it. Thanks for watching, and this was day 1 of the road to the New England Championships. See you guys tomorrow.